would you say? Are there some significant ones?
In some of the books that they found, the differences are not probably that significant.
Right.
But in other books, they found the texts were maybe in a different order as to how we have them. So, I say within a book. So Jeremiah is an example of this, and the book of the prophet Jeremiah in the Hebrew Bible, the material is arranged differently to what it would be in the Greek translation, which is the Septuagint. And they often puzzle about why did the Septuagint change it, or did the Septuagint change it? Were they following a different a Hebrew manuscript that they were translating from, and the Masoretic text changed it? But then when they found the Dead Sea Scrolls, they found that the order of the within the book of Jeremiah was more closely aligned with the Septuagint than with the Masoretic text. The Hebrew text behind the Septuagint, the Greek translation, that was obviously very old, and we find some evidence of this in the Dead Sea Scrolls. One of the problems with the Dead Sea Scrolls is some of them are very fragmentary. And so when I say fragmentary, some of them are the size of a thumbnail, some of the pieces, because the paper's deteriorated, or the parchment was not paper, the parchment that was on deteriorated. Rats got to it and ate it, and so some of the texts...
It's difficult to tell,
We have some scrolls that are very, very well preserved, and others that are very fragmentary, and scholars have had to try to put it together like a jigsaw puzzle, and they're trying to put it together. So when it's like that, you can't necessarily tell the order of things, because
of course,
depends
on
it depends on how you put the fragments together. But
in terms of the content, are there any differences there of the stories of the books?
I would say not substantial differences. So books like in the books of Samuel, for example, on average about every fourth word is different, right? Which sounds like a lot, 25% difference between the Masoretic text and the Dead Sea Scrolls. But those differences are mainly differences of, say, spelling.
Okay.
Or they've substituted a word with the same meaning, but it's just a different word.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it means that the scribe has been given some flexibility to write things down, and they maybe listen to a chief scribe who'd read something out and they write things down, and they might have used a different word but the same meaning. The thing with the Dead Sea Scrolls, though, it's not just the Bible. There's a lot of other scrolls they found which were religious texts which were not in the Bible. So there's quite a few of those. In fact, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, you can find most of, or even some, or fragments of every book in the Hebrew Bible except one. There's only one book.
Which one is missing?
The book of Esther. So, and it could be it was eaten by the rats, or it could be that just was not
considered canonical,
or perhaps not considered canonical by whoever it was to put those scrolls in the caves, because we don't know who put them in the caves.
Right.